Hello, Natalia. You wrote me again. I just read your letter and answer audio directly. Writing is so horrible for me. Then I make orthographically mistakes. Then they must be put in order again. I like more to speak. And one thing more, speaking is 1,000 times better than writing because the sound of the voice, the intonation, the gaps between some statements will give different accents. This cannot be done in writing. So I try just to make an audio. ah, and then you see, I Seneca writes this also in a letter to his disciple that he does not make a text and then look how we can beautify it. Many people, speakers in the public, do this. I have a text written at home. There's something better, there's something better, there's something better. Then they can impress people. I want to tell you, when I was doing the examination for teacher at a high school, I had the duty to give a lecture of mathematics in a school. I did not say to the experts, but I did not a single second prepare it. I wanted to give a lecture of the lowest level possible. There I made a mistake. I wrote 0 instead of -0. So the professor for mathematics was very angry. The professors for pedagogy were very much glad to see this kind of teaching. It was the lowest possible. Though I don't know the word in English. Women sometimes put colors in the face. I don't know the English word. This, if I would have prepared the lecture, it would have been a lecture colored, just making better. And this is ugly. I would even say they should, for examination, just give the thing one has to teach 5 minutes before the examination. Then the expert sees whether someone is a teacher or not. Okay, today I'm writing to you why I am alone. There is a first thing, alone and lone is not the same thing. I am so tired that males see on me as a beautiful picture only, but not on woman. I think that we have much in common, and maybe meet we will understand that we are a good match. Look, I just feel sad. Very, very, very sad. Since years I have tried this. There is a restaurant Domino, and I even wrote a letter. I did ask to come in contact with so-called beautiful women's. And my intention was to make them less bodily attractive, but more human-like attractive. I tried it in many places. And I must ask you, there are few very evil women, very bad ones, that dress up light to seduce men in a devilish way to have a profit. Perhaps some criminal organization does this. But usually I feel when a woman has experienced love, if she was loved once, or if she was able to love, perhaps children in the street, perhaps birds on a tree, she will never dress up light. I do not say you are dressed up light, I do not say this, but to explain, I wanted to help them to leave the labyrinth of dangerous life. Here in Europe, the accent of the body is too strong as a counter-reaction of body condemnation of the Christians 2000 years. So I understand you very well. I did not look at the pictures now, but this is something, a socio manipulations. Look, you know it yourself. Just look in a newspaper. There may be a text on a very horrible accident, and just close by, just next, there is a woman of highest quality of seduction. And this is sure psychologists have developed the highest possible to seduce men. Certainly there were men behind that only seek excitement and nothing else, and after use wastepaper basket. The society is manipulated. It is very ugly. Why is there not a Miss Best Mother? These newspapers are full of these women, and I just saw for something technical copying making, there was a huge wall with advertisements, and behind was a seductive red colored woman. Then men will be attracted. If you know this, a man that lives with awareness, he will not slither in difficult situations. The more rich the heart, the less the danger. In fact, many of these erotic attractions are just rooted in wounds in the heart of the childhood. The first days, the father angry came home from boss ugly. The mother wanted to give you milk. She could not. The child is not able to understand this, but will be horribly frustrated. This feeling of loneliness, this is not your loneliness. I don't want to blame you, no, no. But this loneliness of a child of 2 days, 3 days, is absolutely horrible. And also in the mother's womb, this is possible. That the father came home, or I was, I saw once a mother pregnant. She said to the other friend woman, the doctor has said I can't go in the discotheque. I told her, better you don't go. He's like a earth shake, an earthquake. Boom, boom, boom. They have music like thunder. Boom, boom. The child will not know what this is. Renzi replied, shut up. The doctor's right, I will go. Is it right to call her a mother? Has she no empathy in her own child? I wanted to do nice things for mother, but when so many speak like this, certainly I have no success to create a space, a beautiful space with flowers and candles, and sing to the child in the womb, thou art welcome in our hearts, thou art welcome in our hearts, most welcome all the life, most welcome in all our hearts. This can give roots in the society before birth, so the child is already integrated. I have told it most thousand times. I'm fed up with work for peace when they just hammer in my heart to reject it. Okay, I am trying to get more informations about the student visa, and I'm doing a paperwork that is necessary for it. Yes, administration. I also dislike. There are so many things that I should do for this, but I think it is worth it. Yes, if one's needed, it's needed. I am going to come to your country. I'm sure I will get my visa. Oh, and I want to know, will you meet me there? Why not? Why not? You are my friend and you are a very close person to me already. And I like you very much. I, how can you like me? How can you love me? You know nothing. I'm just a silly idiot. How can you love me? I feel that there is something between us. What is between us? Empty space. This you speak about. Empty space between us. I hope you two have the same feelings. No, it is too abstract an email. There is no much feelings in an email. Better is a letter, but the misunderstanding by letters is horrible too. For thousands of francs I did send altruistic letters to contribute things. It was never understood. Of course, I can't say that I know you very well. Certainly, this is true. Ah, but I feel that you are close to me. Yes, I wish to know you better. Very good. I wish how it can be spent time with you. It is experience. I'm in the same attitude as a leaf on a tree is. It just grows. It must be in harmony with true nature. So, where did I stop? Of course, I can't spend time. Aha, to be with you. To cook together. When I was married and we had visits, he always said that I should cook because she felt that's better when I do it. I have dinner together, to watch movies, to walk. Yes, holding hands. This is a song of Françoise Hardy. When I was young, I did like very much. Tous les garçons et les filles de mon âge savaient très bien ce qu'aimer veut dire. Et les yeux dans les yeux, et la main dans la main. And the eyes in the eyes, and the hands in the hands. This for me too, when I was young, this was love between men and women, or woman and man. But all others in the class had others things to be important. One spoke about the slip, the others spoke on the, uh, I don't know, all these dresses under the outer clothes. They were very much interested in such things. I thought they are the smart people, but only meeting can show the real feelings. Yes, when you can touch, lol, into each other's eyes. Ah, look, it says a lot. Yes, yes, yes. It is very precious also to look longer time in each other's eyes. Then, when doing this, one is so loaded with feelings, not speaking always, that when you say something, it has a different meaning. This I call melting in the heart. The hearts have to melt. Many people just speak. And I say, speaking should not only be carried by words, but the words should be carried by the love of the heart of the people. So looking in each other's eyes can create, make alive the feeling of the heart, which is an absolute need to understand each other. I tried since years to create groups for heart melting. One woman in a restaurant, she looks very good hearted. She said to me, I do not like that. I almost broke down. I speak on the highest kind of love. Another two, je veux pas ça. These are mad people. When hearts meet the heart, and you leave and you are full of gratefulness. It is so fulfilling. But here, no, no. I have other things. I want to discuss hard discussions. Okay. Let's sing a song into your heart. Let me sing a song into your heart. So when you leave me, your heart is richer than now. When there are some difficulties in daily life, you will treat them more easily, for a heart that is richer takes everything less difficultly. I was singing them to a black woman. Then she said, I must go home now. Later on, I asked her, can I come to? Oh, blah, 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 blah. I must go and buy a book. They have no understanding for such things. Absolute no understanding. Just a pleasure fucker woman, I think so. Perhaps she's a hidden prostitute, but also a prostitute can be honest. Even a prostitute says she's not harmful to sing in the heart. But here, not possible. Oh, horrible. Letters are good, they help to understand people better sometimes, but only meeting can show the true feelings. No, no, yes, a lot, yes. Please tell me what you think of this. I think it's the only thing worth to believe. But condemn it in holy Switzerland. Do you think I will knock at the door of a church for this? Once I found a very beautiful prayer for health. It was a Buddhistic text. I did translate it in the Christian language with archangels. Then I went to a priest. I hope he gives me addresses. He was only speaking on the places in the Bible where this angel or this angel was noted and how much. And he said there is not always much. But he did not give me an address. This is Christian Church. Die proximum sicuti liges de ipsum. But I choose the people to help. O Archangel Aratiel, please allow me to bow down to you and to ask for your protection. What is wrong here? I cannot say this for a sick or ill person. I don't know this. Then there are 7 Chamuel that consoled Jesus in the desert. Please allow me to bow down to you respectfully and ask for shelter from you. Then all these 7 are gone. Then one says, one reads to Aratiel, Aratiel now joyfully sinks down in the heart of the angel, and the other angel, and will dissolve as a light in his heart. Those 7 times this happens till the passage Michael, which one is lowest in this series, with 7 other angels, a light of the heart in him, he will sink in the heart of the sick person. I do not try again to ask at the gate of a church for this. So I don't like, perhaps my nose is not right, or I do not wear the right coat, or I don't know. I would have done this here and there, but condemn it. Fed up with. They are compassion haters here. Please Tell me what you think of this. Would you like to meet me any way you can be my friend? I will be in a foreign country and I will need a person I can trust. I trust you already and I hope you the same. Yes, I trust compassionately and please think of this and let me know if you want to meet me. Why not? I can letters. I think I can trust. Yes, yes. But we could develop a trust into life itself. It is very important in every friendship. Of sure, in India spoke about this. When you have trust into life itself, you have trust when I do something you don't understand to deal with it. And when you are able for this, the fidelity will grow. See, any ugly thing of the friend should be used to grow in fidelity. Amen. This is my attitude, but I don't make it public. I don't want to get a hammer in my heart for this. I already wrote you all my pics down to my friend Vika. She says I have a beautiful body. This is often the person that is looking. I once saw a woman with a face brown and white, like a cow. It looks horrible. Then everybody can say, she is not nice, she's not beautiful. But she was so heart rich that his face started shining. And you know, there are people that don't have a nice face, as many people say. I do not agree with this statement, but many people say not nice. But perhaps this is exactly the right face. Perhaps she has qualities to help others which the so-called beautiful faces do not have. I'm just for teamwork. She's a very talented photographer and I like to be her model. Okay, then you do it. She is my friend and is a very good girl. She usually takes pictures of me. We went to work together. Look, for anyone, for everyone, whether you make these pictures or that sort of thing, the more you are more rich in the heart, life is more beautiful. Okay, he's a very talented photographer and I like to be a model. She is my friend and I a very good girl. She usually takes pics of me. We went to work together. Let's work together now. She works close to my place. She is a shop assistant too. Also today, she has made two pics and my passport for the passport. I shall attach to you it in the following letter. I will go now to get more information about visa. I'm going to get very important informations. On me? Horrible informations on me? Are people telling bad things of me, interesting? I do not hope so. I do not hope this. I hope to hear good news. I want to send you 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 good news. I want you to send good news. I shall have information approximately in half an hour. In half an hour, and half an hour is exactly 30 minutes. Is exactly 30 minutes. This is 196. No, a little bit more. 1,800 seconds. So I don't know how you feel. I believe you what you write, and it is true. The more in a society a woman is declared as a beauty, the more silly billies approach. But most of these men, as everyone, has unhealed wounds in the heart of his childhood first days. And these to be healed, would be very, very important. Then many things in relationships come better. The thing of bodily desire only, it evidently is rooted in bodily need when the child was very young. I remember myself in the cradle when I was at home, feeling lonely, horribly lonely. And when I had a grip fever, once my sister Freni was coming, I said to her, I think Sai would allow me to die totally alone in this bed. I was so much left alone. And I know I had perhaps 2 years of age or four, I don't remember. I had to go to bed. It was in the first floor. We lived in the ground floor. I asked my mother, I asked my sister, are you ready to walk with me in the room? Nobody was able, ready to come with me. I felt so hopeless and was thinking a human being's heart is just a desert. They are many years old. Is it difficult to accompany me? It is a they lose 3 minutes. Too much. And when I was in the first floor, there was a cupboard with books of Adolf Hitler. I have seen the photos, mountains of dead bodies, many such horrible pictures. I was just afraid, just only to pass by this cupboard in the dark night. I knew it and I'm afraid. adult peoples have no heart. I never saw an adult person's heart. But I foretold, so I could not kill me. I had a huge thirst for wisdom. I had a huge thirst for true love. So I almost could forgive them. Then I had to enter the door of the sleeping room of mother and father. This was a second hell to pass. Because we had in the house, in the upper floor, an old woman, Miss Wies. And my mother told me that she was a total liar. She never did say the truth. And when she did die, my mother told me that her tongue broke into many, many pieces. Shocking to me. Then she went on telling this Miss Wies came one evening through the window of the door of the sleeping room, asking for help. Then the mother told me that the father came and was, I don't know, doing some prayer or something, but she never again came. But for me, it was horrible to pass through this door where I have heard that Miss Wies, whose tongue was broken in many pieces because she was such a liar. I was afraid, but I passed and then I went into my room. Sometimes then in the night my father was shouting. He made a sound of shouting, of horrible despair. I cannot repeat it. He must have been horribly desperate. Later on, he had a gun loaded by the side of the bed to protect himself and to teach us to be correct. He had an axe, leather belt, to say, if you do not agree, I will take the axe, the leather belt. Though to me, once when first class primary school, I could not distinguish between O and U. He took me by the side and was on the ground, and with his military shoes he was hammering on me. I just felt he had a bad use. He could not digest his own use. I must forgive him. So I kept fully quiet there. And when he had stopped, I left up. I had almost no pain. This is the power of compassion. When somebody kills you, be compassionate with him. Okay, beste time. Just let me sing into your heart. Just let me sing into your heart. Just let me sing into your heart. Unfortunately, because nobody allows me to laugh, they only want to discuss a little bit. I would have done so much for children, for dying people. There was a Diakon Dr. Wally Wildlinger. He did not allow me to assist dying people. He said we only want palliative people. And I wanted no palliative, but death in dignity. He could not understand this. And they wanted to have a course with others to develop high level help for dying people. Not possible. Okay, let us forgive the silly Billy Diacon. Let us forgive the silly Billy Diacon. Was then the president of hospice of dying people. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, there are books of Kubler-Ross. He speaks on death, seven phases. But there is a heavy mistake. One should pass through these seven phases in the age of 20 years, 12 years. Why postpone these ugly things to being put in order with to 90 years? And this is the first mistake. The second mistake, she did not know anything about the phases when the seven have gone. This is she did not know it. Just beauty. Just immense beauty. And as Goethe says, die before you die, so you do not die when you die. You understand this? You do this in an early time. Then you pass through death with 20 years, 30 years. Your body will be refreshed, newborn. You are reborn in the same body. Do you think I will tell it again somewhere to get a hammer in my face? Nobody wants to hear that thing. There is a monk, or no, I don't know, I don't call it monk, Jesuit. Das Gerede vom Ich, das sterben soll. The silly speaking on the death of the eyes that should die. What respect he has. I could just read you an ancient text of a wise old Christian. He says something else. If a man, while still alive, can undergo death through his labors, then in his entirety he becomes the dwelling place of the Holy Spirit. For such a man, before he has died, has already risen from the dead. This is true. Not das Gerede vor mich, das sterben soll. I'm fed up. Nothing but hammers in my heart. there was also a priest. He said there is resurrection after this. I told him no. Then you will know how do you want to love somebody, how to want to be good as a soul after death. Do it right now. Live God worthy and finished. Why postpone after death? Do it now. He did not say anything. He just said, off 40k. They have no respect. So precious and the highest level contribution for peace on earth as a whole. Who is interested in this? Who likes this? I wish you the best. Have best time. And let them blame me all the time. Spit in my face all the time. Spit in my face all the time. Just spit in my face all the time. If they like to blame, give them food to blame. This is loving the next one. If somebody likes to blame, give him things to can blame, so he's happy. I have made so many videos with such things. Nobody is interested in such things. Okay, I wish you all the best, whole the night. I wish you all the best, whole day and night. I wish you all the best. And forget all silly things I told you. And forget all silly things I told you. And if you cannot forget them, just have a tear. This tear will be so helpful for your inner development. Just have a tear for all these silly, silly things. This will be helpful for your inner growth, for turning and turning more mature, for turning and turning more mature. Bye bye, Natalia. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. Bye bye, Natalia. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye bye. Bye bye. I like to say a very beautiful prayer I found in some other culture, but I did translate it in the Christian language. It is immensely beautiful, this way to help ill or sick people to grow towards health. Yes, rejected it, go towards hell. I was knocking the Christian church basilica in Fribourg. Oh, I don't want to tell it all. I did not get an address. So let me begin. Here is somebody sick, and I say it, or ill, I say it for this person instead of the person saying it one itself. O Ratziel, might thou give me shelter, might thou give me protection. Please allow me to ask this. Dear Raphael, I ask you, are you ready to give me shelter, to give me protection? Michael, I ask you, please, might thou give me protection? May I have your shelter giving? Dear Samuel, I ask you, I knock at the door of thy heart. Please give me shelter. I feel so lost in life. Uriel, might thou please allow me to ask you to give me shelter, to protect me? Dear Gabriel, I ask you, please, I'm in difficulty. Please protect me. Please give me shelter. Ariel, please allow me to ask you to give me shelter. I feel loved. These 7 angels, you imagine, are standing one over the other, higher and higher. On top there is Ratziel, then a little more down, Raphael, and the lowest position is by Ariel. Now something very beautiful starts. It is immensely beautiful. The angel Ratziel sinks down in the heart of Raphael, and there he gets transformed fully in pure light and spreading out from the heart of Raphael in all directions. Then the angel Raphael sinks down in the heart of Michael, dissolves into pure light. Then Michael descends down in the heart of Samuel. After a short while, he will disappear like a spreading light all around, rooted in the heart of Samuel. Then the archangel Samuel slowly sinks down in the heart of Uriel and dissolves as a pure light in all directions. Then Uriel is sinking down in the heart of Gabriel and is transformed by himself into pure light, spreading in all directions without choosing any direction. Then the angel Gabriel leaves his place and enters the heart of Archangel Ariel. After a short while, he is no more to be seen. He has completely turned into eternal light, going in all directions without choosing one. Then the angel Ariel sinks down in the heart of the ill person, sick person. So that this sick or ill person itself can become a healer or someone that can help others, that they get healed by the angels. This is a prayer. Watchfulness is like a jack's ladder. It rids us of everything bad, cuts out loose chatter, abuse, backbiting, and all other evil practices of this kind. Yet in doing this, not for an instant does it lose its own sweetness. As a child, I have rediscovered this as a necessity to live amongst people that seem to be rather confused. As someone blind from birth cannot see the sun's light, someone that does not practice heartful watchfulness cannot see the rich radiance of divine grace when descending on him in his heart. That Hesychios in chapter 4 of 203.